Around 1,000 people marched through the city today, calling on federal politicians to recognise same-sex marriage. Organisers are also promising to ramp up their campaign in the lead-up to the federal election.
City traffic came to a standstill this afternoon as Equal Love protesters marched up Bourke Street, converting the pavement into a giant rainbow. In the past few months, New Zealand, France and Uruguay have all legalised same-sex marriage. These protesters say Australia is falling behind.
We want to be able to marry.
I've got a partner, we've been together for a while now. One day we want to get married, and why can't we?
And it's not just same-sex couples seeking recognition. Singer Paige Phoenix had his marriage annulled because his gender is listed as female on his birth certificate.
We got legally married on the day, and then when it was cross-checked, they said, no, you're registered as female on the birth register, so they annulled the marriage as a result of that.
Demonstrators want the federal coalition to allow a conscience vote on the issue.
Tony Abbott has said he will not allow religion to influence his approach to politics. Well, if that's true, prove it by allowing a conscience vote for your side of Parliament for equal marriage.
Crowd numbers at this protest are down markedly from a similar demonstration held last year when thousands of people took to the streets. Still, organisers say they're happy with the turnout and the protests will continue in future.
We're going to keep fighting until equality is law, however long that takes.
Protesters say they'll be back in force in August to ramp up pressure on both major parties before the federal election. Nick Parkin, ABC News, Melbourne.
Thousands of people have rallied for the right for same-sex couples to marry in one of the largest Equal Love protests staged in Melbourne. As Emily Rice explains, demonstrators hope it will turn more federal politicians onto the idea of legalising gay marriage.
They came out proud and very loud.
What do we want? Equal rights! When do we want it? Now!
An estimated 2,000 people and some pets stopped traffic as they marched through the city for marriage equality.
We're normal people. It shouldn't make us any different to anyone else.
Within the carnival atmosphere, stories of pain and prejudice.
We found out after he died that he killed himself because he didn't have the courage to be able to come out. He didn't feel that he'd be accepted.
Protesters feel full acceptance will not be possible unless federal politicians legalise same-sex marriage. But both the Prime Minister and opposition leader believe marriage is between a man and a woman.
We're a very big community and we vote. So, they've got to start listening sooner or later because we're going to vote very shortly.
They have the ear of Greens MP Adam Bant, who next month will seek to force a vote on marriage equality in the lower house.
It is now a matter of when, not if.
I'm ashamed of my government, and it's just disgusting. I'm not going to vote anymore.
Recent national polls suggest 2/3 of the community are in support of same-sex marriage, and there were certainly no dissenting voices here today.
So it's changing, tide's changing.
Emily Rice, 9 News.